Hi, so today we're going to be crocheting a lighter keychain. So grab a 3mm crochet hook and general DK yarn. Let me know what you think. So to begin, let's make a slip knot and secure it onto our crochet hook. For the first row, we're going to be making a fake magic ring. So chain 4 and then slip stitch into the first chain, usually into 2 out of 3 of the loops. So insert your hook, yarn over and then pull through to slip stitch. For the next row, chain 2, and then we're going to be doing 8 double crochets into the middle. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up to 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again, and that is your first double crochet. So again, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. So we're going to be doing that 8 times all the way around. Perfect. So to finish the row, insert into the first double crochet or into the chain and then slip stitch. So next row, this is our increasing row, so we're going to chain 2, we're going to do 1 double crochet into the next stitch, so pull up to 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then another double crochet into the next stitch, like so. And then in the next stitch we're going to be doing 2 double crochets into the same stitch, so that will hopefully increase the round. So make sure you put that into the same stitch, and then we're going to repeat that all the way around. So 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then 2 in the same stitch. We should go from 8 to 12 double crochets in this round. Hopefully you are quite confident with double crochet at this point. If not, feel free to just beforehand just to check out the how-to tutorial. Okay, perfect. So once you do get to the end, we will then be slip stitching into the first double crochet to finish the row. Lovely. So for the main body of the lighter keyring, we're going to chain 2, and then we'll be doing 12 double crochets into the next stitch all the way around for 6 rows. So yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up the yarn to 3, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. It is helpful just to count that you've done 12 double crochets if you're not using stitch markers for each row, just so you don't have to go back and restart again. If you don't have stitch markers, sometimes I used to use hair grips. They're quite cheap and easily available. Okay, so once you've done 12 double crochets for each row, so you're going to do 6 rows until it gets to this height. And now we're almost there. So to do the fastening, we're going to chain 1, insert your crochet hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through the yarn, yarn over, and then pull through 2 loops for our first single crochet. Again, insert the crochet hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're going to be doing 3 single crochets for our fastening. Once you've done the third one, we're going to pull up the loop, turn it over, and then insert into the same stitch. We're not actually going to chain, we're just going to pull up the loop to the length and then do another 3 single crochets. Insert your crochet hook, pull through the yarn, yarn over and pull through both loops. Now we're going to repeat that all the way up to however long you like. In this video I think I did 10 rows, sometimes I've done 20, just depends on how long you want the keyring. Now we've done that, it is time for the fun bit, she says. So turn it inside out, because we now need to weave in our ends. So we're basically going to sew in the tails just to secure it and make it nice and neat. Now this is probably the most unfun part of crochet, but if you do take your time with it, you will notice a difference. It does keep it together for longer. I mean, if you rush this bit, then it does become frayed, and it can come apart when you wash things. So just take your time when you do this. So we're going to weave in the first tail before we can sew on the keyring. Once you've weaved in your ends, just do 1 chain to fasten off, pull through the yarn and then trim it. And then turn it back to the right way so we can secure on the keyring. I always get confused which way round, but I think you have to, yeah, from the back. There we go, so hook it on before we sew it together, so we can use this tail to sew it all the way along. Using your tapestry needle. So I needed to make a bit of a longer tail, so I made it a bit hard for myself. It keeps coming off the needle. But once that's all done, you can then fasten off and trim the ends. And we have finished. There we go, and you've made a glitter keyring. Now off I go to weave in the rest of the ends for my half-finished projects as usual. Lovely. Well, thank you so much for watching.